My man Keith.
Right here. Coming up.
All right, Keith, coming up to the stage. This guy, again, really fantastic comedian. I could say a lot about him. He performs all over LA and across the country. He's got some great shows. I'll be like his agent. If you ever get to see the show, Fudge Factor, you got to see it. He actually produced his first one here in Santa Barbara, down in the Funk Zone last month. We'll probably do it again. On that note, come on, Mr. Keith Graver to the stage.
No, keep the fucking applause!
Thank you, everybody. Sorry, I had to crowd surf up here. What the hell? This is a busy night. I love it. Yeah. By the way, it doesn't hurt when you're 140 pounds. You have to crowd surf. It's a little fucking easier to do it. Can I just say, am I the only one? Like, I don't feel safe around Lewis. What the hell? Like, I feel like that dude's ready to snap at any minute. You know what I mean? Like, I'm this close to getting Muay Thai'd inside a fucking piano every time I come here. I don't know why. I feel like he's just got a vein in his forehead that throbs. And I'm like, oh no, it's cool. I'll do it. You know, whatever. Oh, yeah, you guys are party animals. Give it up for you. Adam's Angels, yes. Yes, Adam's Angels. Yes. I came in, I swear to Christ, I thought it was a biker's gang when I walked in. I was like, there's a dude in a cowboy hat with an Adam's Angels sweatshirt. And around here, we only do a couple things for boys like you. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? He didn't say any of that. I made that up. I made it up, sir. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of my act. That's all I got. That's my time. No, this is great. This is wild. Can I just say, like, not to gloat, not to be shitty to my comedy sister, not to... I'm happily married. Fuck, I don't care. Anyone happily married here? Yeah! You gotta say it like that. If you're a comedian, you say, like, oh, let me hear if you're married. You'll hear this grunt, this, like, guttural, like, moan, like, and nobody... You gotta say, no, fuck off. Who's happily married? Who's getting after it still? Yeah. The same people, by the way, so now I trust her. Yeah, now I trust her. She can put her hand up in the air and say, yeah, it's me! Bunch of fucking gold diggers, you. That's why I trust my wife. There's no way she'd be a gold digger. And let me tell you this, if you've got a fundraiser going on, it makes sense to book a bunch of comedians because like, if you don't have a charity, they are one, okay? I am so broke. Like, there's no way. Like, gold diggers just don't make eye contact with me. Like, I love it. It's so easy. It's weird, though. It sucks being, like, broke and in LA. You know, at my age, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford a house before I get put in a home. You know what I mean? Like, I come out here in Santa Barbara and I feel like I'm like a circus act. You know, like, look, it's a broke person. He doesn't have this stuff. He can't. What? Oh, wow. You know, like I'm an oddity. No, but you remember, speaking of like her husband going down in a submarine, you remember when they had that submarine that when they go look at the Titanic, and then they, you know, everyone was like, it was like the wacky, the Hanna-Barbera wacky races. They're all trying to get them, you know, and everyone had the same take. Everyone was like, oh, fuck billionaires, they're not worth saving, you know, and I was like. I found that appalling, sir. And I know you do too, because you look like an upscale person. No, but maybe for different reasons. Maybe we had different motivations. But no, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I would never have that, like, that, I'm not callous to humanity. And also, like, I've been broke my whole life. I was raised in a row home, you know, with like bugs and stuff. Like, saving a billionaire's life is my retirement plan. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I'm like pacing out front of restaurants, practicing the Heimlich on myself. Like, come on, man, any day now. I can get in there, get them good, and be like, and then I leave a business card and be like, oh, you know, I came here looking to get adopted tonight. Are you joking? I cook, I clean. I'll tell you what though, for Santa Barbara, you guys, you're troopers. You're out here drinking in a yard in the cold. That's, I know it's champagne and we're trying to put a lot of glitz and glamour on it, but you guys are like honorary Philadelphians right now. Like you could all be my family, step family, and or all the other weird portions of my family right now. We got anybody from the East Coast originally? Yeah, where are you from?
New York, Huntington.
There we go. Thank you, sir. That counts. New York. Sometimes I'll say that and they'll be like, North Carolina. I'm like, it doesn't. That's not it. That's not East Coast, right? East Coast is like New England. Yeah. It's not geography. It's attitude. You gotta just like you're from the East Coast if you're like angry for no reason and you spit mid-conversation. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Like I have to tell people I'm from Philly, but I'm a nice guy. You know, I have to preface it like that.
Rolling Rock.
I have to tell people Rolling Rock is pissed, sir. I'm sorry. I just made a friend, and then you went right ahead and fucked it up, didn't he? No, Yingling's my friend. Yingling's my friend. We don't even call it Yingling. We just call it lager because like we're that cheap. We're that pedestrian. Yo, give me a lager. It's all right. It's hey, is he gonna kick my ass? What the fuck is going on here?
Saw you at Gino's.
I don't go there, sir. Gino's and Pat's, like, oh, are you Gino's or are you Pat's? That's for fucking tourists, okay? Only tourists decide which side of that fucking street they go to. I'm like, oh, I'll give you my money for a cheesesteak, thank you. I get, well, the cheese comes on and you say with or without for onions. Dude, have you ever been to Philly? You fucking with a Philly guy? You've never been to Philly? This is your first time outside? You let him out tonight? And I noticed you did not raise your hand about happily married. What the fuck? Yeah, this is why. This is why. Because this guy's just mouthing off like, cheesesteaks, onions, peppers, Rolling Rock, I love it all. I'm kidding, you guys are great. You're a beautiful couple. I would party with you and my wife any day of the week. I'm just kidding. They still do that? You guys, anyone from the 70s, like low-key party, right? No, no one's willing to admit it. Is that what it is? Listen, I had freaky parents, man. They slept naked. I was under orange threat level of seeing my dad's dick every fucking day of my life. Every day of my life. To this day, I love disco, and I think it's because it was the music that was on when I was conceived. That's the only reason. Like, I'm like, why am I into this so much? I'm also partial to Quaaludes. I don't even know why. It was just wild shit happening in the 70s, right? Oh my god. Dude, and even now with my wife, we try to keep it fresh. We try to say, like, kinky, like, you know, you do role play and stuff. You guys do that? You don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. He's like, what? We are tonight? You don't have to say anything. The look said everything. Buddy, I would stay sober if I were there. You want to remember this one. You gotta try it. That keeps the marriage fresh. It keeps it like spicy. You know what I mean? Like my wife, we try, and she's like, she'll come up with ideas. She's like, oh, we should dirty talk or something. You know, like you should. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not good. You know, she's like, just say something mean. Say something like, you know. And I'm like, you're a Nazi? Like, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to be, you know, like, and she, one time she was like, oh, well, if you want to, like, we could get kinky and role play, I could put on a schoolgirl uniform if you want to, like, live out your Catholic school fantasy, you know, because I like Catholic school. And I was like, well, that sounds hot, but if it was a Catholic fantasy, wouldn't I be wearing the school uniform? This doesn't feel right. Some of you guys, like New York, I know you know. By the way, I am from Philly, but I've never punched a police horse. I should preface it. You know. I don't want to kink shame anybody. Like, everyone's into different things, though. Kink shame. Kink shame. What, is that your kink? You've never heard that term? Kink shame? Oh, that's when, like, you know, you're a super freak and, you know, whatever you like doing, and I make fun of you for it. Like, you're allowed to be you. Like, I had a girlfriend before who had a fireman fetish, and I know it was like, I could see this is not going to work out. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, I look like the arsonist. Like, this relationship is not going to work. Best case scenario, this ends up in a weird three-way, and they send me out on a beer run or something. You know what I mean? Like, best case scenario. Oh God, I think I gotta get out of here. But I want to keep going all night, but like I will say that a part of marriage, there's a lot of things that make marriage good. You got to keep the sex alive. You know, you got to compromise. Like, you want a three-way, but you settle for letting the dog on the bed during sex. You know, like, you make it work. You know what I mean? Like, that way you get 2 wet spots. All right. No, and also, there's a lot of, like, acceptance, you know, there's a lot of, like, you gotta accept each other, like, you're aging, everyone's aging, we're all gonna get old, we're all gonna die, you gotta accept your bodies. Wait, you're not? Who's fucking making weird noises? Dude, you're the oldest looking dude in this room, what the fuck are you talking about? That doesn't happen to me. I'm like, it looks like it happened twice to you, what are you talking about? Hey, I'm right there behind you. I'm coming up on you, man. I'm almost 50. I'm approaching 50. I've reached that stage where I stop locking the bathroom door just in case I have a stroke on the toilet. You know what I mean? Like, I think about things. You make contingency plans. But I accept my wife for who she is. You know, I love her. And like, women get worried about the beauty standards and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't care. Like, sir, I'm bald as shit under here. You know, bald's like, people don't get it. You know, I reached the final stage of baldness. That's where you just say fuck it and wash your hair with regular soap. I don't know if you're there yet. I'm there. But my wife is self-conscious. You just love. You know what I mean? You love and accept. You know, like, I accept my sister Jess's hair extensions. I'm super jealous of those. You know what I mean? What does it mean when a girl twirls someone else's hair? Is that like still flirting? No. No, my wife the other day, she came in, she's like, oh, do these yoga pants look like? She just feel like she had a camel toe in those pants. And like, you shouldn't worry about a camel toe. First, you're beautiful, camel toes are beautiful. And a camel toe is empowering. It's like, if your pussy's like saying, like, your pussy's saying, I don't have any time for you, I'm too busy holding something. You know what I mean? Like, alright, that's enough about my life. You guys, this has been great. My name's Keith Brader. Give it up for Lewis, give it up for Adam's Angels. Thank you.
Come on, another round of applause. That's for Keith Brader. Fantastic.